So one of the things we most often get asked about at Nusii is pricing. And obviously we want to be closing as many projects as we can, closing as many deals as possible. And pricing is a tricky one, right? I mean, it's where people tend to say yay or nay. And I think one of the biggest places, one of the biggest gains you can make when you're writing your proposals, when you're learning how to improve your proposal process, is in your pricing. And I don't mean by pricing low so they accept, or only going after really high paying clients and knowing that from the start. What I'm talking about is giving pricing options. The next time you come to proposal, it's imperative that you find out a client's budget before ever writing a proposal. If you send a proposal without knowing a client's budget, you're just wasting your time. You're wasting your time, and you're probably wasting your client's time as well. That's something for a different talk and a different video. We can talk about that again. But once you know your client's budget and once you know the value you can actually bring to the table, what you can do is you can set up pricing options. You've seen this all over the internet, all over the web. You've even seen it with Nusii, no doubt, with the pricing structure of Nusii. So you have pricing option 1, pricing option 2, and pricing option 3. And you're always giving more value as you go further up the pricing table. So what you want to do is when you know your client's initial budget, option 1 will always be that initial budget. If that's what it's worth, that's what it's going to be. If your client has said, right, my budget is $10,000, you obviously want to make sure that first offering, that first pricing option, falls within that $10,000. If it's only going to cost them $5,000, that's fine. That's what it's going to cost. But then you can add another 2 options, preferably it's always 2 minimum, 3 usually, that would obviously add more value and obviously add more money to the budget as well. So you're doing a couple of things there. You're adding more value to the project. These can potentially be things that the client hadn't even considered. They might have come to you for a website redesign, but what you can actually do is help them with the marketing side of that when it gets out there. Get them some incoming leads through blog posts, some SEO, maybe even content, things that hadn't even occurred to them. They just came to you for a web design project. So you can add that as a separate package, obviously with a corresponding price increase, and then you can do that again in what might be a third package, offering them even more services. Obviously, these all have to be valuable. They can't just be add-ons for the sake of add-ons. They really need to create value for their business. But by creating options, you're saying to your client, you're not just competing with me, or rather, it's not me competing against another service provider, designer, agency, studio, whatever. I'm actually giving you pricing options, so it's me competing against myself. It's not a case of, look, the cost of the project is $10,000, take it or leave it. You're now offering them, well, actually, you can have your project, for $5,000. You can have it at a higher increased value for $10,000, or you can have it even top of the end, $15,000, and you're going to make even more money. So you're giving your clients choices, and people like choices. We all like choices. And I guarantee you start adding genuine pricing options, pricing packages, which is what we built Nusii around, to your next proposals, and I can almost guarantee that you will see your proposal acceptance rate go up. It's an incredibly valuable process to go into. And in fact, we've actually written a blog post about it, which I'll leave a link to below. Okay, if you have any questions about the proposal process or business in general, send them through to me, Nathan at Nusii, and I'll do my very best to answer them in the next video. Okay, have a great day.